Good morning. We'll start a new chapter, Construction Session 1, and this is the last chapter in your mathematics syllabus. So here in the construction chapter, you've already done constructions in previous year, that is construction of angles, some special type of triangles, right? So nothing much to give introduction about construction chapter. We will be constructing a similar triangles here, and also we'll be constructing tangents given to a circle, tangents from external point and common tangents to a circle. So in construction of similar triangles, when I talk about, we construct a triangle, either it is a given triangle which is a 2/3, which is 1/3, which is 4/5 of the another triangle. So we draw a triangle corresponding to another triangle corresponding to the given triangle. That is, its parts are corresponding to the given triangle. How is that construction carried out? You will see it now. Yes, children, we'll begin with the construction today. So it will be some different form, not like the usual video what I used to shoot earlier. I felt this would be more convenient and this would be more easier for you to understand. Let's start with the first exercise. In the first exercise, they have given us to draw a line segment, right? So that line segment, you have to divide it in the ratio 5:8. So what is the line segment measuring? So the length of the line segment measures 7.6 centimeter and which divides in the ratio 5:8. Measure the two parts. So when you draw a line segment, you need to measure the two parts. So now basically first what we will do is, since they have asked us the length of the line segment is 7.6 centimeter, I will draw a line segment which is exactly equal to 7.6 centimeter, or in your compass you can mark 7.6 centimeter and just cut an arc for that. So 7.6 centimeter comes here and there it goes. So once you draw, please name the line segment. You can name this as AB, right? It is in the ratio 5:8. So in the ratio 5:8, that means now what we will do here is we will add this. We will get up to 13. So below this, the rule here, when see directly we can't cut it in the ratio of 5:8. To cut this in the ratio of 5:8, we need to see first how many parts are there in this. So just add them, you get equal to 13. So on the base, from the point A below, draw an acute angle. Now they have asked you to draw an acute angle, but I suggest you all to draw an acute angle which is, you can mark acute angle for 30 degree. Always consider 30 degree acute angle. See, nowhere it is mentioned. You can just by a flow draw any angle up to you. I mean, just keep a scale and draw an angle. But I suggest you to go for 30 degree angle only, because not your calculation, your constructions will be accurate. You get a neat construction out of it. So just draw a line segment. Do not mark anything here, but this is 30 degree. Remember, for all construction, I am going to construct 30 degree only. You understood why 30 degree now? It is an acute angle. That could be 60, that could be 45, 35, 45, 50, anything. But 30 is an appropriate angle where we get a proper construction. Now what we have marked here, we have marked 5 plus 8 is 13. Cut this line segment into 13 equal parts. Now when I say 13 equal parts, it's up to you. How do you want to divide the 13 equal parts? Since it is number 13, children, what I'll do is I'll divide 13 parts into equal 1 part each. That is, I will choose the scale. My scale is 1 centimeter is equal to 1 unit. I can also choose 1 centimeter is equal to 1 unit is equal to 2 centimeter. Anything can be chosen, right? But I can't be choosing 2 units because it will be quite big. So what I will do now, I'll consider the scale unit, that is 1 part. I have to cut this into 13 equal parts. So my each part will represent 1 unit, which is here 1 centimeter. Nobody will ask you how many centimeters you have taken, but that has to be equal parts, right? So let me cut it for 13 equal parts. I know I can take a scale and go on marking 1 centimeter here, but it's a construction, children. You have to show the markings. So let me cut this for 13 equal parts. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 and 13, right? We will name this as, I've started from A, I'll name this as A1, A2, A3, A4, A5, 6, A7, A8, A9, A10, A11, A12 and A13 is my last point. Okay. Now what they have told, 5 is to 8, correct? Count the 5 points from here. 5th point will come on this. 13th point will come on this, of course. So what first we have to do? We have to focus on the last point. Now make sure that the last point, that is 13th point, and the line segment here B, we just join them. I just join A13 to B here. Okay. Then I have to join A5 over here in such a way that the line what I draw, that should be actually parallel. But now, as just by fluke, if I draw it, I might not get a parallel line. I might go wrong. I might draw it like this. So there are two ways of construction. The one way of construction is by compass construction and another way is by protractor construction. I will go with the protractor construction. It's again up to you whether you want to go with a compass construction or a protractor construction. What I do now is I will check what angle is this line cutting at. So you all know how to measure the angle. And children, one more thing, the angle measurement need not be same. It will be same only until and until you have chosen 30 degree. Until and until you have chosen 1 unit each, as I have taken, only then it will match. Otherwise, you will get your own set of angle. Now see here, what angle I am getting over here is, so this is 40. Now this is 30 here. 35 comes here, 31, 32, 33 degree what I am getting. Okay, I am getting 33 degree here. I need not mark that 33 degree anywhere. But I got to know that it is cutting at 33 degree. Keep your protractor here at the point A5. At the point A5, mark 33 degree. Okay. 35 comes here, 31, 32, 33. It's 33 degree. It's somewhere here point. You need not draw till the point there, but on the line segment, if I cut, these two are parallel. Why did I choose a parallel line, children? Why did I choose a 33 degree only? Because if the lines are parallel, corresponding angles are equal. These two are corresponding angles now. That is why if this measures 33, this also should measure. See, your angle measurement is not important. You might get 35 also. But the thing is, you have to get 35 here also. They are equal. Okay. I'll just name this point as X. Actually, we divided the line segment now. So, a line segment AB is divided in the ratio 5:8 in the form of AX is to BX. Let us measure what is AX as well as what is BX. We will also see the measurement of AX and BX respectively here, how much we have got it. So take your scale and measure it. So this is 2.5678. AX is 2.8 is to, let me check the BX point. BX is 4.5678. BX as well I have got 4.8. It depends, children. Always plus or minus 0.2s are always considered. See, now you might have got 2.9 or 2.8 and 4.9. Always point difference in here and there will always be there, because we sometimes go with accuracies, sometimes go with the marks, arcs, everything, right? So it is dividing in the ratio 5:8. That's all what you have to do here, nothing else in doing. Now in the question, if you read, they have given each of the following, give justification for the construction also. Now justification from the construction is different from steps for construction. Now after this you are supposed to write steps for construction. What are your steps for construction? What actually you proceeded with here are the steps for construction. That is, I will send you all the steps for construction. What you do here is draw a line segment AB 7.6 centimeter. Draw a ray AY at an acute angle with respect to AB. You can also say acute angle 30 degree. Locate 13 points A1, A2, A3 up to 13 here on AY such that AA1 is equal to A1, A2 is equal to dash 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 A12, A13. Right, such that all are at equal distance from each other. Then through point A13 join the point B, and similarly from point A5 join a point on the line segment AB as X such that AX is parallel to, one more name you want to give it here, okay, we'll consider this as Y, and this point will take it as Z. Anything can be taken such that AX is, A5X is parallel to, or not required as Y, children. Anyhow, A13 point we already have it there, right? So this point will be Y only. A13B is parallel to A5X. Therefore, the final measurement also you can mention it in the construction part. These are the steps for construction. Now, for the justification of construction, what we actually do is, simple. We consider that these two lines which are parallel, and using, if these two lines are parallel, just tell me what do you understand if these two lines are parallel. Just recapitulate your basic proportionality theorem. The given sides are proportional. So the given sides are proportional, right, children? I'll just show you for example here. I'll not do with all the steps. If I say that A5X is parallel to A13B, the steps and justification will be sent to you. If these are parallel, then what? According to basic proportionality theorem, the given sides are proportional. That is what we have to write. So this side is how much? 5. This side is how much? Again 8. Measurement of this is so much. So when you see that, this is proportional to this, right? This is how we do the construction. The first construction is about the line segment. Now we'll move on to the next construction, where the next construction is about a similar triangle. We have to construct a triangle corresponding to the given triangle, where it is either dividing it in some ratio. Let us go immediately for the second construction. I have already done one line segment construction, and I'm only doing two more construction, that is two similar type constructions. Construct a triangle of sides. So what are the sides given here? Construct a triangle of sides 4 centimeter. It's the second one. 5 centimeter and 6 centimeter. Similar to that, we have to draw another triangle which is 2/3 of the corresponding triangle of the first one. Now just tell me, 2/3 of the triangle means whatever triangle I have drawn, it has to be 2/3 of this, means it should be less than this or greater than this. Always it should be less than this, means the triangle, what extra I construct should be inside. Because see, if I cancel this as a fraction, I get it in point. This is less than the given triangle, right? Okay. So basically now what they have given us the sides. Now it's up to you to choose the sides. I will choose BC as 6 centimeter, 4 centimeter and 5 centimeter. Anything can be chosen. Okay. So what we will do now is, we will first draw the base as BC, which is 6 centimeter. 6 centimeter base, what you can draw here? Okay. Next part is to mark an acute angle, draw a ray such that from downward of BC, I will mark it for 30 degree as we have already discussed. Mark it for 30 degree. This ray, will name it as Y. Now, it is 2/3 of this, right? Now, just look for, this is numerator and this is denominator. Just look for the greatest number what you have. What is the greatest number? 3. That means I need to divide the base here into 3 equal parts. Always look for the highest. Where not, it's not like denominator only I have to look for. I have to look for the highest number here in the given fraction. So highest is 3. I have to divide the denominator in 3 equal parts. Now, do you want to just cut it for 1 centimeter each? No, right? What I will do is, I will take 2 centimeter as 1 unit. Nobody will ask you what is the measurement taken. So, this is my 1 unit. This is my second unit from here only again. And this is my third unit, right? So, I will mark this as B1, B2, B3. According to the justification, mark 3 points on the ray BY such that, what do we do? BB1 is equal to B1, B2, right? Is equal to, that is what we have done. Okay, why 2? You can even take 3 units. It is up to you, children. Now, as per the rule, now what we do is, whatever is the denominator given, denominator is 3, consider denominator now, denominator is 3, that is third point, mark that on C, join that to C. Done? I am done joining this part here. Okay, now this part is done. Now before this part, I had to construct this original triangle, which I have still not done. You can even do this later. We'll first finish with the triangle construction here. We'll do that. 4 centimeter from B to A. You all know this basic construction part. How do we do it, right? So always, children, use sharpened pencils. If your pencil is not sharpened, your arcs will not be accurate, right? So just cut. So what we will do is, we'll mark it for 4 centimeter from here and cut an arc. Then from here it has to be 5 centimeter. We have already marked it. Rough figure is already done. So from here it is 5 centimeter. So this is the point. What is it? A. So join this as well as join this. We are done with the construction. The major, the basic part, what they have actually asked is 5 centimeter and this was 6 centimeter. Okay, yeah. Then we are supposed to join. Actually, we are supposed to finish this part and then join, come to this part. Last, whatever is the denominator, join to the last point. Yeah, now this is done. Now next denominator, it is how much? 2/3, right? Second part also should be joined to the base. But how do I join now? If I join, it has to be a parallel line. Now of course you can tell me this is very simple, I can as well draw. But slight parallel line in drawing here and there you can go wrong. So what we have to do, since they are parallel lines, corresponding angles are equal. With respect to your protractor, please mark the angle and learn to identify the angle properly, children, here. So this is 90. So this is less than 90. So I have here it as not 80, 78 something. Okay. No, it's exactly 80. Mine is exactly 80 here. This angle is exactly 80. See, your angle will differ with respect to your units what you have taken. Okay. Remember that. From the point B2, because it is 2/3, no? I have to mark again exactly 80 there to get a parallel line. So it is 80 degree over here. Let me mark the point here. It is here, children. Okay. So this is base BC. I'll consider this point as C dash because it is the another set of triangle what I have to draw. Now this C dash I have to join on line segment AB such a way that the angles which I draw again should be equal. As I have already told you, there are two methods. One method is the compass construction and another method is the protractor construction. I go with the protractor construction. If you want, you can mention the angles here. Tell that you have marked equal angles using a protractor. So what I will do now, I will measure what angle is this. Now this is here. What angle I am marking it here is, let me just check. It is 40. Okay. This angle is 40. So if this angle is 40, now what I have to do? From here also I have to mark 40 degree only. From this point. From this point I have to mark and cut it at 40 degree. Let me also do that. So, okay. That comes here. Make sure that what line you draw and what angle you are drawing, when you draw that, it should always be parallel. And if it is not parallel, children, you will lose your marks. So this point is A. I will write this as A dash. Now what did we construct? We constructed a triangle BC-A which is 2/3 of given triangle BCA, right? If you want to write, you can write down triangle BC-A is 2/3 of triangle BCA. That is what we wanted and that is what we have actually drawn here, right? So it is a 2/3 of the corresponding angle, corresponding triangle. This and this will go equally correct. Main is the parallel line what you have to see here. Now what will be your steps for construction? The same thing what we had written for the previous part will be the steps for construction. And what will be in the justification? Justification will again goes that you have to prove that the given triangles are similar and then the corresponding sides. It goes with the same thing how we have done the previous one. I will send you the corresponding parts. The vertices might vary, but what pictures what I am sending you might have different vertices, but you can write and draw that according to what you have drawn it, right? I'll be only sending the construction for the first one, second one and another one which I do, or only for the first and second one, or third one, another one. Remaining you have to just understand how you have done for the previous sums and carry out. Last one sum I'll be doing it, children, where the given fraction is corresponding triangle is something greater than the given triangle. So let's see how to construct that. Now for example, if I go with the next sum, so the previous sum was 2 by 3. Denominator was greater. Look at the next sum, that is immediately third sum, 7 by 5, where denominator is smaller than numerator. That means it is 7 by 5 times of the given triangle. So if the triangle is this, the given triangle should be bigger than this, I mean what you constructed, because it is 7 by 5 times. Divide and see, you will get it in 1 point ratio something, 1 point division something. Okay, let's go for this construction now, which is third one. Third one, construct triangles with again side 5 cm, 6 cm and 7 cm, and construct another triangle whose sides are 7 by 5 times of the corresponding triangle of the first one. So I think I'll go with the base as 7, then 6 and 5. Okay, let's construct a base which is 7 centimeter. So base, we will mark this as AB. And according to the rule, what are we supposed to do now? 30-degree acute angle. From the base, we will draw a ray. Okay, which is 30-degree. Now, your thing is, it is 7 by 5, right? You should have not adding part. Previously what we had done was highest number of points we had cut. Now what we are supposed to do? We are supposed to even cut this into 7 equal parts. So what we will do now? It is better we will take 1 unit only, because 2 units if you take, it might be bigger for you to cut. 14 units you will get here. Go for smaller units as possible. As the numbers are big, go for smaller units. Cut this into 7 equal parts. Again, cutting is up to you children, whether you want to use 7 parts of 1 centimeter each, or you want to take 2 units each. See, 2 units if you take, this comes this bigger. So 7 parts will go quite bigger, right? So we'll go for 1 unit each, that is 1 centimeter each we will cut it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7. Understood why we cut for 7 parts? We cut for 7 parts because highest is 7. Name this A1, A2, A3, A4, A5, A6 and A7, such that A1 is equal to A1, A2 equal to A2, A3 and so on. Now, we have to, first we'll go for the triangle construction here, then we'll do the remaining part. So base, we have 5 centimeter. Let's take the 5 centimeter radius and cut for it, right? Next is 6 centimeter. Let's join this. So this is 5 centimeter and this is 6 centimeter and this is 7 centimeter. Okay. Now come to the triangle part, and the ratio part what they have given is 7:5. What is there in the denominator? 5. Where is your fifth point? Your fifth point is here. Join the fifth point to B. So as rule what we have done, remember, if it is numerator by denominator, always denominator is joined to last point. See, this is not you have to write it. This is the hint to what you have to remember. Numerator by denominator, whatever is given, denominator is joined to the last point always, that is point 1. Second point what you should know here is, in numerator and denominator, whichever is highest, those many number of points are taken on the ray. In numerator and denominator, whichever is highest, that number of points are taken on the ray. Right? Correct, I have written. This is the hint, children. What you have to always remember this. Join my numerator, which is 5, to the base. Then what I have to do with the 7? 7 also I have to join, right? Extend this line. Till where you have to extend? Extend it. Extend it and join A7 to the base in such a way that they are parallel. Right? Measure for the angle here now. Now what angle will be this? This will be of course an obtuse angle depending upon what are the units you have chosen. Okay. So this is 115 what I have got here. This angle is 115. So for A7, because it is 7 by 5, for 7 also what I will mark here is 115 I will mark. 115 what I have marked, I will just draw a line to this 115 point, so that my this angle and this angle are again, they are same, since they are corresponding angles as lines are parallel. I got a point, so this point is B dash. Okay, now I have to draw a triangle. So to draw that triangle, I have to draw in such a way that this angle should be corresponding to this angle. Now measure the angle here. So the angle is exactly 45 degree. Okay, from here mark it for 45. See, just don't go for angles what I get, children. Concentrate on what angles you are getting. 45 degree. So with respect to this, okay, I have just drawn such that this given straight line has to go and join the given triangle. This point is B dash. Now this point was what here? A, B and C, right? And this point will be C dash here. Therefore, ABC or whatever you have given is 7/5 of the triangle A, B dash, C. Did we construct? Now, when it is a bigger one, now 7/5 is bigger than the given triangle. It lies outside the triangle. Of course, because 7 by 5, if I divided one point, I get greater part. It lies outside the triangle. The previous one was smaller. So the similar part of triangle lies inside the triangle. So these are the two different types of construction here in this exercise. What you have to note. All the sums are quite similar, not quite similar. They are exactly similar, children. There is one sum where they have given it in the form of 1/2. How do you write this? 2 ones are 2, 2 plus 1, 3, 3 by 2. Right? Another triangle what they have given you here in the 6th question is they have given you two angles. I think construction of triangle with respect to angles, you can do it. See, basic is your first construction of triangles. Then drawing a ray, joining your last point. Which point you have to join? That will be based on the denominator. So there are totally 7 sums in the textbook, where first 3 sums, total there are of 7 sums, where the first one, second one and third one I have done, and remaining 4, 5, 6 and 7 are marked for homework. As well, the steps for construction for second, third as well as for the first one will be sent to you. The remaining steps and the justification you have to do it by yourself. Now children, when the steps and the justifications are sent, I might not go with the same vertices what I have given here. But if in case you have used the same vertices, make sure you need not copy the steps as they are. Understand that and you can write it also on your own. So with this, we end today's session for construction, and tomorrow's session will be the next exercise where we learn to draw a circle and a tangent to it, sometimes from an external point where two equal tangents are drawn. Thank you.